Today, let us look at a program that checks whether a given string is a palindrome or not. What is a palindrome? Palindrome is a word which you can read either ways. You can start from left to right, and if you read it from right to left also, it will be the same. And let's look at the question. The question is, write an assembly language program to check whether the string stored at internal RAM location 50H and having 7 characters is a palindrome or not. If it is a palindrome, send Y to port 1. If no, send N to port 1. You can see two examples of palindromes, Malayalam and Rotor. You can see that you can read it either ways, it will be the same. So what is the logic that we have to use to find whether a given string is a palindrome or not? We have to consider the example of rotor. Rotor is a 5-letter word. So to check whether rotor is palindrome or not, you have to check the first letter with the 5th letter. Compare them. If they are equal, we will proceed to the next comparison. We will check the second letter and the 4th letter. If they are equal, we will proceed to the next comparison. But in case of rotor, its number of letters in the word is odd and 5. So only 2 comparisons are required. If there is an even number of letters, then you can just divide the number of letters by 2 to get the number of comparisons. If your string contains an odd number of letters, then you can subtract 1 from the total number of letters and divide the result by 2 to get the number of comparisons. So in our question, it is given that our string contains 7 characters. So what will be the number of comparisons we should perform? It will be 7 minus 1, 6 divided by 2, 3. We have to do 3 comparisons to determine whether the string is a palindrome or not. So now let's start writing the program. The first step to write the program is to store the number of comparisons in a register. We have to keep a count register which stores the number of comparisons that has to be performed. Now let's choose R2 to store the number of comparisons. Move R2 comma hash 03. 03 is the number of comparisons that has to be performed to determine whether the string is a palindrome or not, since our string contains 7 characters. Please note that I have not used H in the immediate value because count is always given in decimal. We are also going to use the decimal form. What is the next step? The next step is that we have to get the characters that need to be compared. For that, we should employ indirect addressing. We have already used indirect addressing many times. We know that it is beneficial to use indirect addressing. To check whether the string is palindrome or not, you have to compare from both sides. So you require 2 indirect registers. The first indirect register will store the starting address of the string, and the second indirect register will store the last location of the string. So in the question it is given that the string is stored at internal RAM location 50H onwards. So the first or the starting address is 50H. We can store that into an indirect register. Indirect registers are R0 and R1. So let's choose R0. Move R0 comma hash 50. The other indirect register is R1. Move R1 comma hash. What is the value to be stored in R1? It is the last address of the string. So since there are 7 characters, what will be the last address? It will be 56. So let's store 56h into R1. So this will give you the last character's address and this will give you the first character's address. Now we can compare the characters. For that we have to use the CJNE instruction, and like in all other programs we are going to use the form CJNE A comma B comma relative address. So one of the characters should be kept in A register and the other should be kept in B register. So for that we have to store the first element into A register. Move A comma R0. This will store the first element of the string into accumulator. Then we will give move B comma at R1. And this will store the last element into the B register. So we have the characters in A and B registers. Now let's compare them. Before writing that instruction, what will be the value in the accumulator and B register when we move characters into those registers? It will be their ASCII codes. The characters will be stored in internal RAM location as their ASCII code. So when you execute move A comma at R0, the ASCII code of the first character will be stored in A. And when you execute move B comma at R1, the ASCII code of the last character will be stored in B and they can be compared. So now let's give the instruction to compare them. CJNE A comma B comma not valid. If they are not equal, suppose that the first character and last character are not equal, then our string is not a palindrome. We need not go for checking the remaining characters. So we will jump to the label not palin, where we will store n in, we will send n to P1. What should we do if our string is not a palindrome? We should send n to P1. So at the location indicated by the label not palin, we have to send n to P1. But let's wait for doing, wait and suppose they are equal, what should we do? Let's see. If they are equal, it doesn't mean that the string is palindrome. We have to perform 3 comparisons. So we have to point to the new characters that need to be checked. So R0 should point to the second character. So you have to increment R0. R1 should point to the last but one character. So you should decrement R1. So we will do that. INC R0 and DEC R1. So now R1 and R0 contain the addresses of the next characters to be compared. Now let's check whether our number of comparisons has been completed. For that we have to use the DJNZ instruction. DJNZ, our count registers R2 comma L1. Okay, if the count in R2 is not equal to 0, then it means we have to do more comparisons. So where should the label L1 be given? To do the remaining comparisons, what should we do? We have already incremented R0 and decremented R1. Now we should get the values into A and B registers. So L1 should be the label of this instruction. L1 should be the label of this instruction. Now, if our count is not 0, we will get the second character into A register and the last but one character into B register. We will compare, and if it is not equal, we will go to NotPalin and send, where we will send N to port 1. If they are equal, we will go for the next comparison until we will perform this until R2 becomes 0. If when R2 becomes 0, when the content of R2 becomes 0, it means that all the comparisons have been done, and it means our string is a palindrome. That is, if R2 becomes 0, it will not jump to L1, it will come to the next instruction, the instruction just following it. At that location, what should we write? When we reach this point, it means our string is a palindrome, so we should send Y to P1. And what is the instruction we should give to do that? Move P1 comma an immediate value, and you have to give Y within single quotes so that the ASCII code of Y gets stored in P1. If you give a character within single quotes, then its ASCII code will be taken. In this case, the ASCII code of the character Y will be stored or sent to P1. So if a string is palindrome, we can end here. Okay. Our program can be completed at this point. So what should we do? We should give an sjump instruction to the end point. Sjump. Okay. Now we haven't completed our program. We have to take care of one more thing. We have to send N to port 1 if our string is not a palindrome. What happens when our string is not a palindrome? At some point in the comparison process, the A and B will be unequal and a jump to not palin will occur. So we should give the label not palin here, not palin, and at that location what should we do? We should send N to P1. What will be the instruction to do that? Move hash within single quotes N. So if A and B are not equal at any point of time, program execution will be transferred to this location where we will send N to P1. And after that, what should we do? Our program should end in an endless loop. For that, we can give here, let's jump here. Now our program is complete. Now let's analyze our program once more. We have to check a string of 7 characters. So the number of comparisons to be performed is 3. 7 minus 1, 6 divided by 2, 3. 3 has to be stored into a count register R2. Then we have to store the starting address and ending address into the registers R0 and R1. We will get one of the values, that is the first value or the first character, into the accumulator using move A comma at R0, and the second and the last character will be stored into B register using move B comma at R1. Then we will use the CJNE instruction to determine whether they are equal or not. If they are unequal, then we will jump to not palin, where we will store N to P1 or send N to P1. If they are unequal, we have to move on to the next comparison. For that, we will increment R0 and decrement R1. Then we will check whether the number of comparisons has been performed, the required number of comparisons has been performed. For that, we will decrement R2, check whether the content is 0. If it is not 0, we will get the next value. That is, we will store the next character into A and the last but one character into B and continue in this fashion until R2 becomes 0. When R2 becomes 0, it means all the comparisons have been performed and they are equal. All the characters are equal, or not all the characters, but the corresponding characters are equal. So our string is a palindrome. At this point, when you reach when R2 becomes 0, it means that our string is a palindrome. So we have to send Y to port 1. The instruction for that is move P1 comma hash Y within single quotes, which will send the ASCII code of Y to P1. So if a string is a palindrome, then we should not execute this statement, not palin move p1 comma hash n. That should not be executed if our string is a palindrome. That is, once we reach this point, then we should not continue and execute the next statement. We should stop our program. For that, we have inserted an sjump here. So it will skip. If this sjump instruction will cause the program to jump to the last instruction and this statement will not be executed. If we do not give the sjump here instruction, then after sending Y to P1, the next instruction will be this move P1 comma hash n. So n will also get sent. That is not required. N should be sent only if it is not a palindrome. So you have to give an sjump here instruction here so that it will jump to this position and end in a never-ending loop. If at any point A and B are not equal, we will come to not palin and there you will send n to P1 and then it will end in a never-ending loop. So here we can now our program is complete. If you have any doubts, call me.